The Great War against Chaos had been won, not just through courage and skill at arms, but through the contributions of human battle wizards, hastily trained by Loremaster Teclis and his High Elf companions from Ulthuan. By the time the war was over, it was clear to Magnus that for the old world to survive, the winds of magic must be harnessed in service to the Empire. And so, as the army returned to Nuln, plans were laid to gather novice wizards from all across the Empire and create a repository of arcane knowledge that would become the Colleges of Magic at Altdorf. Lord Fenrir has asked you to join the College's most dangerous and ambitious mission to date, a research expedition by the newly founded Amethyst Order to the undead kingdom of Nehekara. The expedition, led by Professor Johannes Dürer, has already reached the Nehekaran city of Bel Aliad. Dürer is preparing to explore the crypt of the priest king Neb Maket. But the expedition is beset by danger on all sides and is in dire need of help. Braving a long and dangerous path, you will join Dürer in Nehekara. Your task is to protect the expedition and help recover any treasures found in Neb Maket's crypt.
Blessed Aisha, what horror is this? The land has been drained of life and replaced with something terrible. The sooner I reach the expedition's camp, the better.
You must be the mighty champion Lord Fenrir promised us. I am Professor Dürer, the leader of this expedition.
Greetings. I am Alessa, an Asrai of the Athel Loren. You and your companions are in terrible danger, Professor. The dead walk the land, consumed with hatred for the living. There is an evil magic at work here that I cannot fathom.
That is what we are here to learn. Nehekara is the kingdom of the undead, ruled by dark sorceries we only dimly understand. The Amethyst Order stands to learn a great deal from the Tomb Kings. Now that you are here, their secrets will soon be ours. The base camp here hasn't much to offer, being so far from civilization, but you're welcome to what we have. Return to me as soon as you're ready. There is much work to be done. Today, Nehekara is a barren desert, but thousands of years ago it was known as the Blessed Land, home to the oldest human civilization in the world. According to the legends, the priest kings of Nehekara were obsessed with death and resurrection. They were served by a mortuary cult of priests and mystics devoted to mastering the secrets of eternal life. Neb Maket was one such king who ruled the city of Bel Aliad during the 5th dynasty. Of all the tombs we've found, his is almost perfectly preserved, protected by layers of magical wards.
Not to mention hidden traps and tireless undead guards.
Alessa, this is Marguerite, a wizard of the Amethyst Order and second in command of the expedition.
We've had some luck exploring the outer chambers of Neb Maket's tomb, but the inner crypt, where Neb Maket's sarcophagus lies, along with the really valuable treasures, is still sealed. We believe that the key to unsealing the crypt may be hidden inside a temple adjoining the tomb.
Your first task is to escort Marguerite into the tomb and search for any clues that could help us open the crypt. I'll await you here.
Wait, this looks important. The hieroglyphs are hard to make out, but they appear to be part of a ritual. I need to copy this down. Keep searching and see what else you can find.
What is this? A riddle of some kind? Very well. The answer should not be too difficult to find. There is nothing more to be learned here, I think. Hopefully the Professor will understand the meaning behind these symbols.
Good news, Herr Professor. We made some important discoveries inside the temple. These hieroglyphs may be part of the ritual to unseal the crypt.
Excellent work. We must study these more closely. If you're right, we are one step closer to reaching Neb Maket's tomb. Ah, there you are. You will be pleased to learn that Marguerite was right. The symbols you helped retrieve from the temple are part of the ritual that will unseal Neb Maket's tomb.
All that's missing is the final symbol, which we believe might be hidden in the desert not far from here.
We've found references to a number of ritual steels that were important to the mortuary cult. We have a general idea where they can be found. If you can locate the right one, it could reveal the final symbol for the ritual.
What of the other steels, you call them?
Decoys, more than likely. Probably enchanted to kill tomb robbers like us. Choose wisely.
First, recharge my energy. I have found the ritual steel as you requested. Here is the symbol it revealed.
Let me see. Yes! This is the final symbol in the sequence. The ritual is complete. The inner crypt is certain to be well guarded. Return to me when you're ready, and we will begin the rite. It's time! Marguerite is waiting for you at the tomb. Once you've arrived, she will perform the ritual and unseal the inner crypt.
And then?
Marguerite will remain outside while you deal with the guardians inside the crypt. Once that's done, Neb Maket's secrets will be ours. The fate of this expedition rests in your hands now. Good luck.
I'm ready to begin when you are. It should only take a few moments to unseal the crypt.
Are you certain this is wise, Marguerite?
What do you mean?
Look at what this land has become. It is an abomination on the world of the living. Did the cult do this?
Legends say that centuries ago, the high priest of the mortuary cult, a Nehekaran of royal blood named Nagash, mastered the forces of life and death and became the first necromancer. But instead of fulfilling his oaths to the Tomb Kings, Nagash used his powers only for himself. Among his many achievements was a potion known as the Elixir of Life, which granted him and his followers eternal vigor. Eventually, the great cities of Nehekara rose in revolt, and the necromancer was overthrown. Consumed by vengeance, he began a great ritual that swept across the land, resurrecting the souls of the dead to serve him for all time. Even the great Tomb Kings were summoned from their crypts to bow before the usurper. Fortunately for the living world, Nagash was struck down before his ritual was complete. But Nehekara had been transformed forever into the haunted land you see today.
And these are the secrets you wish to unearth. Can you not see the danger in that?
Professor Dura knows more about the Tomb Kings than anyone else in the old world. He is a gentle and kindly man, and much respected by the Amethyst Order. If he thinks there is good to be found here, then I believe him. I'm going to unseal the inner crypt. Get ready.
You've done it! After so long, I confess I'd begun to have my doubts. But here we are. Nebmaket's crypt is ours. We'll begin cataloguing the artifacts for removal at once. The first to go will be the books and scrolls. Alessa, I'm in your debt. You've done us a great service, and I will speak highly of you to Lord Finrear.
My work here is not yet done, Professor. I promised Lord Finrear I would see the expedition safe.
Eh? As you wish. Now, if you'll excuse us, there is a great deal of work to be done.
Alessa! Oh, thank Sigma! The camp is under attack! It must have been the artifacts. Removing them from the tomb has drawn the undead to us like moths to a flame. They're coming from everywhere.
This is just what I feared would happen. I warned you not to open the crypt. We'll have to make our stand here and defend the camp.
I can't believe we made it. When the attack began, I didn't think...
We've bought ourselves a little time. That's all. Is everyone accounted for?
Everyone except for Professor Dura. He was in his tent studying the artifacts when the attack began. I don't know if he ran off in the confusion or if he's been taken. What are we going to do? A search of the camp revealed a set of tracks heading off into the desert to the east. It could be Dura, but we're not sure.
Where do you think he's headed?
There's a small temple. We didn't have time to give it more than a cursory look before we located Nebmaket's tomb.
But why would he go there?
I don't know. Maybe he was captured. I'm going to search his tent and see if he might have left any clues behind.
I'll follow the tracks and see where they lead. If Kurnos is watching over us, I should be back with Dura shortly. Professor Dura.
This is none of your concern. Go back to Nuln, where you belong. I'm so close, so close.
No! Dura was here. He stole a book from the temple.
I know what he's trying to do. I found Dura's journal while I was searching his tent. This was never about the Amethyst Order. He came here solely for himself. Professor Dura is dying. He suffered warpstone poisoning on an expedition to Mordheim last year. Now he's come here searching for the elixir of life, hoping that it can heal him. Unsealing the crypt was just the first part of Dura's plan. Now he's going to awaken Nebmaket and question him about the elixir. We've got to get to the crypt before it's too late. We're too late!
Dura! No!
Nebmaket, King of Bel Aliad, I summon you. Shake off the dust of ages. Rise from your bed of stone. Arise, Nebmaket. In the name of Setra, I command you. Rise.
Who disturbs my slumber?
I, Johannes Dura, have summoned you. I have parted the river of night, so you may walk again upon the sands of Nehekara. Rise and reclaim your former glory. In exchange for this, I ask but one small favor in return.
Name your reward.
The elixir of life, mighty king. The potion crafted by Nagash that grants eternal vigor. Tell me how I may learn the great necromancer's secret.
You dare speak the name of the usurper. Foolish worm. The secrets of eternal life are not for one such as you.
Have mercy, O king!
Let the name of the usurper be cast into the outer darkness. Let his soul howl in the empty wastes for all time. Him and all those who would serve him.
No!
We've got to get out of here! Run! Dura was a fool. He should have known that Nebmaket would destroy him. Now the Tomb King has awakened and the old world is in peril.
How so?
Killing Dura was only the beginning. Nebmaket will torture his spirit until he learns everything the Professor knows. He will raise his army and march on the old world, looking to build a new empire for himself.
Then, by Oak and Ash, we must stop him.
You saw what he did to the Professor. Neb Maquet is one of the Tomb Kings. He's too powerful. We wouldn't stand a chance.
He must have a weakness. Something we can use against him. Think, Marguerite.
Dura once told me about a spell the ancient Nehakarans use to bind evil spirits. It won't stop Neb Maquet, but it might weaken him enough to give us a chance.
Good. What must we do?
To start with, we'll need the 5 scrolls that comprise the spell. There is a temple of Usirian, the Nehakaran god of the underworld, not far from here. I'll show you how to find it. If the scrolls exist, you'll find them there. The scrolls could be anywhere in the temple, so you'll have to search each of the chambers. Good luck.
I've found the first scroll. The others must be here somewhere. That's the last of the scrolls. Now to get them back to Marguerite. Here are the scrolls you sent me to find.
Let me see. Yes, this is the spell we need. I need some time to fully translate these. Return to me shortly, and I should have more information to share. I've managed to translate the binding spell. There is just one more thing we need before it can be put to use.
What is it?
It's a special amulet that was worn by the High Priest of Jaff, the god of death. I can show you where to find Jaff's temple. Get the amulet and get back here as quickly as you can. Neb Maquet is growing stronger by the moment.
I've got the amulet. Time to get back to camp. Is this the amulet, Marguerite?
It is. Now we have everything we need. If you have any preparations to make, do so now. Even with the binding spell, Neb Maquet will be a powerful and dangerous foe. Return to me when you're ready, and we will make our way to the crypt. It's now or never, Alyssa. If we wait much longer, Neb Maquet will be too strong for the binding spell to affect him.
I'm ready, Marguerite. Let's put an end to this.
Then Sigmar have mercy on us both. Because if Neb Maquet wins, we'll be wishing we were dead before the day is out.
Fools! You think you can stand against me? Neb Maquette, I am eternal! You will die in vain, mortals. Your souls tortured until the end of time!
Neb Maquette has been beaten, but such is the power of Nagash's curse that the Tomb King hasn't been destroyed, only driven back into his sarcophagus to sleep until he is summoned forth again. Having witnessed the danger firsthand, Marguerite wasted no time ordering the Tomb King's relics returned to their proper place. The expedition would return to Altdorf with nothing, save for a warning to those who might one day be tempted to follow in their footsteps. There are some secrets in this world that are best left undisturbed.
You there! Have you come to take me to Magnus? I've been waiting for an audience with the Emperor-elect, but no one will admit me. I must speak with Magnus at once. There is something sinister at work in the Imperial Gunnery School, and I fear all of Nuln may be in danger.
Peace, friend. I am a lesser of the Athol Loren. What troubles you?
Ah, yes, I remember you now. You were with the army at Kislev. Thank the gods. You know firsthand the dangers of which I speak. I am Ludwig Falk, Gunnery Master of the Imperial Gunnery School. I commanded the artillery at Kislev against the Chaos Horde. When Magnus raised his army to fight Asavarkul's invasion, we sent every working gun we had. Only Gustav Riekert, the headmaster of the Gunnery School, and a handful of our most senior engineers remained behind to tend the forges while we marched north. After the battle was won, we came back to Nuln expecting a glad homecoming. Instead, the school's iron gates were locked. An outbreak of the plague, the city guard told us. No one was allowed inside.
These are ill tidings, Master Falk. I am sorry to hear it. But plague is common in cities, is it not? I fail to see the mystery here.
Then consider this. Other than a few terse messages from Riekert warning everyone to stay away, there has been no word from any of the other engineers trapped inside. None. What is more, the smokestacks at the foundry have been belching smoke night and day since we returned. The forges are in full operation for the first time in centuries. Who is operating them if we are locked outside?
Very well, Master Falk. What do you wish me to do?
Someone must get inside the foundry and learn the truth. I know of a way inside the complex through the city docks. Find the missing engineers and rescue them if you can. They'll be able to tell us what's happened.
Master Falk was right. The forces of chaos are here.
Sigmar be praised. How did you get here?
Master Falk sent me to rescue you. Where are the others?
I don't know. The heretics separated us so we wouldn't try to escape. They have to be close by, though.
How many?
No more than 5 now. There were more, but the cultists...
I understand. Get to the docks. I'll send out the others as soon as I can. Go!
I owe you my life, friend. Another few hours and there's no telling what those foul cultists would have done to me.
One left.
Oh, thank the gods. We've got to get out of here. There are horrors loose in the forge. Foul, twisted things. You can't imagine the things I've seen.
No doubt. Get going, friend. I'm right behind you. You were right, Master Falk. The Imperial Gunnery School has been seized by the servants of Nurgle. I fear the entire compound may be in their hands.
We will know more once I've had a chance to speak with my colleagues. You've done well, my friend. Return to me when you are ready and I'll share what I've learned. Thanks, Sigmar, you're here. I've spoken with the engineers you rescued from the gunnery school. The situation there is even worse than I feared. We have been betrayed. Gustav Riekert has revealed himself to be a servant of Nurgle. When Magnus's army left for Kislev, he saw his chance to deliver the forges into the hands of his Dark Master. The complex has been overrun with cultists and other foul spawn of chaos. They intend to use the forges to create terrible war machines dedicated to their foul god.
Then we must stop them. But how?
Before we can deal with Riekert and his creations, we must save the forges themselves. Even as we speak, a dark consecration is underway to spread Nurgle's corruption throughout the complex. Time is running out. You must stop this ritual at all costs. If the forges are corrupted, they will have to be destroyed, and the Empire will lose one of its greatest sources of power.
I shall see it done, Master Folk. You have my oath upon it.
The enemy is here! Do not let her interfere with the ritual!
I must first recharge my energy. I don't have the energy. By the spirits, it is done. The ritual is broken. Now to return and tell Master Folk. It is done. The ritual has been stopped. The great forges are safe, at least for now.
The Empire owes you a great debt, Alessa. Well done. Now we can focus our efforts on defeating Riekert. Return to me when you are ready, and we will discuss our next move. I've been speaking with my colleagues about what they know of Riekert's plans, but they have little to add. Other than getting the forges running, they were kept away from the actual work in the manufacturing chambers. However, I believe there may be a way we can learn more.
How?
When Riekert and his minions took over the complex, a small group of the most senior engineers were separated from the others and taken away. My colleagues assumed they'd been killed.
You believe they are mistaken?
We are talking about the finest engineers in the Empire. Riekert knows their value. He would find a way to use them if he could. Return to the forge complex. Search the areas near the manufacturing chambers. If you can rescue these men, they will be able to tell us exactly what Riekert is planning. You're not one of Riekert's men. What are you doing here?
What else? I'm here to rescue you.
But...
Enough questions. A path has been cleared back to the docks. Go! There is nothing more to be done here. I should return to Master Folk and see what he has learned.
That was bravely done, Alessa. Losing those men would have been a terrible blow to the Empire. I will speak with them at once. When you return, I should have all the information I need to plan our next move. I've been speaking to the senior engineers. Riekert was indeed using their expertise to create war machines in service to his dark god. Now we'll use their knowledge to bring his plans to ruin.
Go on.
Right now, the forges are in full production, creating weapons and ammunition. Riekert's minions are working as fast as they can, and it's made them careless. In their haste, they've left 10 barrels of black powder scattered around the assembly area. If we detonate those powder barrels, it will kill many of Rikut's followers and bring the forges to a halt.
Then let us begin.
My link with Avalon is too weak.
There are no more barrels to be found. Time for me to go. It is done, Mustfolk. Hopefully the barrels caused enough damage.
I heard the explosions from here, my friend. Trust me, it will be some time before the forges are up and running again. Now we must deal with the traitor himself. Prepare yourself, and return to me when you are ready to put an end to Rikut and his schemes. We've dealt Gustav Rikut a crippling blow, but the traitor is far from beaten. In fact, I believe this will be our toughest battle yet. Centuries ago, before the Empire was torn apart by civil war, the Imperial Engineer School used dwarf steam technology to create the steam tank, a fearsome war machine armed with the Empire's most powerful weaponry. The steam tanks were terrifying engines of destruction, but they proved difficult to operate and even harder to maintain. Only a handful were ever built.
This sounds ominous.
Rikut's master plan was to create copies of the steam tanks, powered by a combination of technology and chaos magic. Fortunately, the process failed, but Rikut managed to build and arm several tank hulls, which have been gathered at the Foundry's proving ground. Those war machines are the only weapons Rikut has left. He'll use their cannons to destroy the Foundry, or perhaps even bombard Nuln itself. We must destroy them before it's too late.
Praise the dark gods. They have given you to me as a gift, so that I may have my revenge. After I've blown you to pieces, I'll turn this foundry into your tomb.
The Empire owes you a great debt, my friend. You've saved the Imperial Gunnery School, as well as countless innocent lives. I'll be sure to tell Magnus of your courage and skill.
You are too kind, Master Falk, but that's not necessary, I assure you.
Actually, it's Headmaster Falk now. With Riekert dead, I've ordered the gates to be opened and the rest of the engineers to report for duty. We'll get the foundries back up and running in no time. Within a few days, it will be like none of this ever happened. And now, if you will excuse me, I have a great deal of work to do.